What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you guys so much for tuning in today as we go ahead and take a look into the very next episode of The Mentalist. This is season number 1, episode number 5, called Redwood. And hopefully, it's a good episode. Hopefully, it's a good time. And hopefully, you guys are a fan of the show, The Mentalist. If so, don't forget to leave us a like, comment, subscribe. And if you guys want some early and unedited episode, then go ahead and check us out on our Patreon if that is something that interests you. So, we're going to go ahead and get started with this next episode. And I'm really excited to watch this show. This is definitely grown on me a lot. This has definitely became one of my favorite shows to watch with you guys and react for you guys. The whole mystery of it, the whole crime stuff of it is just amazing. I love trying to sit here and figure out who did what before it's actually revealed to us, and I think that's something that excites me to see the next episode, because something new is always going on, and I love to just sit here trying to crack the case just before they reveal it to us. So for that reason, I'm a huge fan of this show, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are a fan of the show, possibly for that reason of trying to figure out who did what, who's behind this murder today. You know what I mean? So big fan already of the show, and I thank you guys so much for recommending this to me. And without further ado, this is The Mentalist. No need for me to bore you guys with the boring introduction. Let's just jump straight into it and have some fun with it. Here we go, man. This is The Mentalist.
Car.
No way their bodies are in the car.
Oh, crap.
What kind of murderers?
One or two?
Oh,
One.
she must have got ran over. That's probably why. Acting or not, I always hate seeing parents cry. It's always so sad to see.
Best dog in the county, huh?
I don't want to.
Nope, she's a captive or dead.
That's what I was saying. Exactly.
What, 5 miles?
That's so crazy. I
Cole would've been barefoot,
literally just said that.
Probably drunk. It was a dark night. There's no way she could cover that distance. So gather up the...
When it rained, she must have been indoors.
She was
Or
or
she
was
must have
captive, probably near the river.
and fought
Hence
that
the
guy.
sound of rushing water.
She must have fought the person who kidnapped her. Or possibly killed
Rigsby,
them.
get a couple park rangers and organize a search of all the empty summer cabins, storage units, and sheds.
Oh man, I think she might have killed the person.
Oh, and Rigsby, have them pelts it up.
Whatever in the heck it is.
So okay. See, Patrick's pretty good, man. He could just look at you and figure you out, which is pretty interesting.
How's Jason's alibi look?
Alibi's solid. Several people saw him.
Wait, stop right there.
The guy behind, right?
There. The guy at the bar staring at cars.
Yeah,
baseball
I
cap.
noticed that.
I can blow it up.
He was kind of staring a bit
Let's
weird.
get a better look at that hat.
Fucking throw!
Nobody's allowed to see her right now.
Come on.
To me, that was interesting because she was like, I don't know.
Wow.
Maybe because of drinks? Was there a thought in her mind?
I'm not ready to see anyone yet.
Are you okay? Do you need me to get the...
Oh, why? My man, why? There's 2 against 1. Why would you attack them?
What did you get from Kara?
Yeah, stop beating around the bush. Okay, there we go. I think he's truthful, though.
France, they had called her a coquette. I was always held out high hope. Not guilty.
You saying you're innocent or careful?
You'll never know.
Ah, this bastard. He by him saying that, now I don't know. He could be, like, very careful, but I think he's just being an ass. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think he's the one behind it, though.
But we have no proof.
I don't think he is.
Get at him. Shingo, sorry about the inconvenience.
I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna stick with no, but that comment he said at the end was very questionable.
I'll be right back.
Well, that's such a weird way to get his attention. Hey, it worked though.
Hey!
Or ketchup? What the what? Super weird.
Listen.
I honestly am still I kind of believe it could be Nicole, honestly.
I'm gonna help you remember what happened to you that night.
I honestly
I
did
don't wanna
not
remember.
You have to.
think at first
Been keeping from you. But
Nicole
she had to
killed
tell
her.
you she had to be honest.
I'm done, you guys. That's my prediction. Nicole killed her.
I'm gonna be sick.
I mean, it's clear as
I don't
day.
wanna remember anymore.
Yeah, because she killed her.
No. She's hard. I'm sure she'd be happy.
Oh. Okay, so I was kind of wrong. Oh! But why? I was way off this episode. Oh.
He's got a knife on me.
Oh. Wait, but she came out bloodied though.
He's trying to rape me, but I won't let him.
He smelled like pineapple.
Pineapple? What the hell? Goat?
Oh shit. I didn't catch that small little detail. That she saw that.
Listen, tell Riggs. Did you call Rigsby?
Yeah, he's on his way. Listen, I have an idea.
When doesn't he have an idea? What's the idea? Throw it to him? That's the idea? Oh, smart. Okay.
Cell phone gang? I invented that right there and then. Rather brilliant.
Oh, please.
I never heard of that move.
What do you mean? Where?
On TV.
Oh, on TV. Well, anything can happen on TV.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that seems to be our episode for today. Season number 1, episode number 5, Redwood, The Mentalist. Pretty fun episode, as always. I mean, so far the show has not let me down at all with how fun it is. You know, how fun it is to be able to sit here and try to figure it out with the policeman on the show and policewoman on the show. I really enjoy it, man. I really have some fun with this episode. Now, I feel like I was a bit on the right track in the beginning of the show. I did kind of say, okay, at first when he was talking to her on the bed, I was like, okay, maybe, but then maybe not. Then towards the end, after Jane gave his big thing, because Lisbon kind of asked him at the hospital, what do you think? This is the scene that I'm talking about, to be specific. I was just like, oh damn, what was I just saying? You guys ever say something and then you think of it, or you think of something very different but very quickly, and then you try to hop back into what you're trying to say, and then you kind of slip off your mind. That's kind of what just happened to me. I'm so sorry. Son of a gun. What was I thinking? Oh, damn it. Now I'm embarrassed because I totally forgot, as I was talking to you guys, what I was trying to say here. It was pretty much about, why I kind of assumed that it was her and wasn't her. So again, she gave me very mixed signals, from the very first time we spoke to her. I told you guys as the show was going on, I had to see what Patrick says. Patrick is very good with reading people, so I wanted to base my answer off what he said. And he says that he felt that she was telling the truth, as far as that she can't remember anything. He says that she was a victim of something, which we found out later on in the show that she actually was, which possibly explained why she was didn't remember what happened, because it was just so much of craziness that was going on that it's hard to remember. It's hard to relive those moments, and I'm sure it was replaying in her mind. Well, probably not, because this is the first time that she's actually been able to actually have time to sit here and think for a second. She was on the run for most part until we caught her. So yeah, so she gave me a lot of mixed signals. I had to wait for Patrick's decision to see what he says. And when he says what he says, I came out with the theory. I was like, okay, what if Nicole, because Patrick said that he felt that she was a victim. Literally 2 seconds later, he says it right here when he was talking to them. Anyways, So when he says that, I start to think, I'm like, okay, so what if whoever is possibly behind this, right? What if they killed Kara, which they did, took Nicole as hostage to possibly kill her, or she ends up missing, or she ended up running away. That was what I kind of started to come to in a conclusion, like that started to come through my mind. And I think said it before Patrick actually said it, because then Patrick actually says it. Was it here? Let me see.
It's in her eyes.
So again, when he said that, that's when I came to the conclusion. I was like, okay, so it could be possible that someone, we did discover before this scene here that there was a track of different tires that came here on the crime scene. So obviously somebody else eventually came and crossed paths with them. I had idea that it was not the first guy that they brought in. I was like, yeah, he was looking. It was kind of creepy, kind of weird, but I didn't think for 1 second it could have been him at all. I don't know. It just didn't. It just didn't feel right. He just everything he said seemed very true, very real. He was an asshole at the end, though. He was very much an asshole. Um, when Cho, I think that's how you say it, Kimball Cho, when he asked him, he was like, I want to see how he worded it, because I like the way he worded it. He was like, let me see, hold on, I want to get straight to when he says it.
You saying you're innocent or careful?
That when he said that, oh man, I was like, what a great line. That was a great freaking line. When he said that, I had got goosebumps. Yeah, when he said that, and then my man here said what the comment he said, he was like, I guess you'll never know. Wait, let me see what he said.
You'll never know.
Yeah, when he said that, I'm like, oh, you bastard. Now you're definitely making it hard for me to figure out who this killer possibly could be. So anyways, like I was saying, after the whole situation go down with what's his name? Patrick talking to Nicole, I was like, okay, she could possibly be out of there. But then he had a moment of talking to her here, and I thought for sure that he was going to have her confess to possibly being the one to kill her. And when we found out that she actually was a victim, the question was who? The question was who, and I couldn't think about who this person could have been. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the cop guy, whoever his name is, I think Kyle. Let me make sure. Was Kyle? Yeah, what's this? Ranger Kyle. I think this is him here, right? Yeah, that's him. Yeah, so when I saw Ranger Kyle, I was completely shocked. I was like, wait, what? Lisbon, no. Oh my goodness. Oh, it was so good. Such a great little twist there, because like I said, it was something I wasn't expecting. I actually was way off on this episode. I was on the right track, but then I switched up at the end and I was way off. I assumed Nicole definitely had something to do with Kara's death. I thought jealousy could have been a factor when she found out that the two, Kara and her boyfriend, was sleeping together. What was her boyfriend's name? Her boyfriend's name was Jason. Uh, when she found out that Kara and Jason slept around with each other and hooked up or whatever, I was like, oh no, she stabbed her. So I'm a little bit confused though about the whole situation here as far as like Nicole. And I'll explain really quick. I want to get to where we see her escape from this guy. The reason why I say I was confused, because when we find Nicole in the state that we found her in, right? She was bloody to all hell, as if she almost killed this man or whatever. Okay, so the knife being bloody makes sense. Okay, that's the murder weapon that Jason used, or Kyle used. So let me play this really quick. Yeah. This is it here. Look how bloody she looks. She looked like she murdered somebody, or murdered Kyle. You know what I mean? I mean, was that the same amount of blood? I don't know. It was very dark, so it is kind of hard to see. So maybe she was bloody, and it was just dark, and we weren't really able to make it out. But yeah, that's why I assumed that she could have been possibly the one behind it. And when she was like, "Oh, I don't know what happened," I assumed that she possibly was like trying to plead, like, "Oh, I'm crazy. Oh, I blacked out, and it just happened," type of thing. Um, Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, which is why I switched it up and it was like, oh no, I think Nicole was definitely behind the murder here. But I was wrong. I was wrong, and that's what makes this show so fun to me. That's what makes it so interesting is because it has you so much in your head to where you're like, "Oh my god, who is really behind this? What the no way. Oh, and I said that already a few times now since I've been reacting to this show, but it's so true, man. It's such a great show, so fun. Um man, I just love it so much. Like I love the mystery aspect of it all. I know I say it so much, but it's so true because especially when the show does it so well, it's like especially like how this show has been doing it so far. It's hard not to it's hard to dislike any episode. And I'm just being honest with you guys. Like so far, every episode that I've seen so far is like a 4 out of 5. Maybe no, honestly, like all of them have been like 4 out of 5s because every crime that we've been investigating so far or took part of, it's been so interesting, and it's been so interesting on the ways of finding out how things actually unfolded. So you guys got me, man, as far as like a fan for life so far with this show, at least for the first season. I don't know how if it gets worse as the season goes on, but I know for sure at the current moment, this is definitely one of my favorite shows to be watching at the moment. It's really fun. The mystery's great, and the drama's even better. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I hope you guys had a blast watching this with me, and hopefully you guys stick around with me, and hopefully you guys get to see the next few episodes with me. I say few because I don't know whether or not you guys want to stick around and watch me do these shows, but if you guys do, feel free to let it be known, let it be heard. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are enjoying yourself or if you guys are having a blast watching me react to the show, or if you're just having a blast watching it with someone like me, whatever reason, just let me know. Voice your guys' opinion and talk to me. I thank you guys so much for tuning in and giving me just a little bit of your time and day to have some fun and watch a great show. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you guys on the next episode of The Mentalist. Take care, ladies and gentlemen.